Hello. It was around 150 years ago. I was presented to Nasruddin Shah of the Qajar dynasty when he visited Europe. I am a witness of history, a music box. The Shah was so delighted that he took me to Iran with him. Frustrated by the problems of the country, His Excellency would sometimes come and sit beside me to listen to the sound of music, which had a wonderful effect on him. The flame of an old candle can light up hundreds of candles today, so as to light up a dark corner of the history. Today, Tehran, Golestan Palace, another one of the witnesses of history, the peacock throne at the top of the Salam Hall. Fath Ali Shah Qajar would sit on it to welcome statesmen and foreign envoys. However, this throne is a false witness. This is not the one Nasruddin Shah ordered to be portrayed with. Come along with me.
Here's the main throne, preserved in the treasury of the national jewels. This is the throne that was built at the order of Fath Ali Shah and named after one of his many wives of the harem, Tawus. This is the very same throne which Nasruddin Shah ordered to be repaired, and its gemstones were listed in just the same way as all other gems in the collection.
زمرد دامله چکه‌ای خیاردار سفته تخمیناً 46 قیراط سبز تیره اندک یخدار سه پره کمرنگ تعداد از 3 ربعی الی 4 آنه بسیار یخدار 2 تخمیه وسط کمرنگ غنچه ها کمرنگ دست خورده 2 قطعه باقی درست 10 قطعه از 3 قیراطی الی 2 قیراطی.
As if one would hear the voice of those men who carefully counted the precious jewels and marked them in a list. The unique collection of Treasury of the National Jewels is a collection of the most precious jewelry in the world, which has been amassed over centuries. Every single piece tells a story about the tumultuous history of the people of this nation and shows how tasteful and creative they have been. Every single piece of jewelry recalls memories of defeat and triumph, pride and arrogance, and the despotic and conceited nature of the rulers. Many untold old stories are concealed in the quiet of the hall. They bring back to life sweet, bitter memories from the history of a nation. From the days when men wore simple attire, a garment reminiscent of the bitterest memories in this treasury is all that is left. The apparel of the Shah beside the attire of a great minister who was murdered at the order of the Shah himself. Nasiruddin Shah and Amir Kabir. The man who perhaps, if he was not murdered. Anyway. Look at his attire and think about the moment the Shah's men conveyed the message of murder in the Finn garden at Kashan. An eminent man whose blood was spilled on the pages of history of a nation. A crimson blood glittering as the rubies which traveled all the way from the mines of Burma. They are on the buckle of a belt, and strangely they are called pigeon's blood. Most of the red gems are either rubies or spinels, all known in the past as rubies. It is said that Iranian gemologists were the first to differentiate between a spinel and a ruby. This is the largest spinel ever known. With a unique color, the spinel weighs 500 carats, and according to an old myth, it is known as the Samaritan spinel. The usual way of smoking in the East has long been the water pipe or hookah. The water makes the fuming tobacco smoke pleasant. Iranian turquoise has long been known and admired by all. This hookah bowl and base, which are encrusted by rows of turquoise and ruby, are most probably from the Nasiruddin Shah era. It is not known why Karim Khan Azand knelt down in such an awkward manner to smoke hookah. The decoration of the hookah base and bowl was one of the major works of the enamelists in Tehran in the Qajar period. Here is Fatali Shah, who would rarely, of course, forego the carnal joys of life. Hookah base made of the ostrich eggshell. Astounding work by an unknown artist. An ambassador from the West wrote 200 years ago, "There used to exist too many dancers in Persia, and Persian poets have versified much about their beautiful faces. They were part of the entertainment in any feast, anywhere, anytime. Hookahs, basin sets, bowls, ewers, trays, dish covers, and candlesticks would be found in large numbers at the banquets of kings and the nobility. Gemmed dish cover. This is not only the finest ewer, but historically the most important enamel work in the collection, which, if rightly dated back to the Zand period, is greatly significant in the artistry of Iran. This candlestick is made of pure gold, encrusted with emerald, spinel, and diamond. Decanters of this type, encrusted with a variety of gemstones, including spinel and emerald, were used mostly in pre-Safavid court life in Iran. Pearl has for a long time been a special possession of rulers, and this is particularly true for Persian kings. Cushions and carpets on which kings leant or sat had the texture of pearl. Glasses, lids, candlesticks, and boxes would be ornamented by pearl. And kings would wear threads of pearl on their waist to signify their royal status. A variety of royal pearls in a wooden box coated with gold and enameled. They would occasionally use pearls with strange shapes to turn them into special forms. The royal crown of the Qajar dynasty, the Kiani crown. Qajar kings are seen with similar crowns that are only slightly different from this one. Fath Ali Shah, Nasiruddin Shah, Muzaffaruddin Shah, and Muhammad Ali Shah. It can be inferred that the painter, depending on his skill and artistry, had manipulated minute details of the motif, or there had been similar crowns of which only this one survived. Some 1800 pearls create a white background for green emeralds and crimson rubies and spinels to signify Iran's national flag. This ornamental piece is the most magnificent aigrette in the collection, very much liked by Fath Ali Shah. It is seen on the royal crown in many of his pictures. Some assume that the aigrette is made of bird feathers, which are a minimized form of cypress, a symbol of Persia and Persians, as well as of their candor and humility. Rostam o Sohrab, Iranians' perpetual tragedy. Others assign motifs of aigrette to the Sassanid and Mazdakid periods, who considered cypress a symbol of freedom, portraying a mourning, bending cypress when their leader Mazdak was killed. This fine ornament is known as the Naderid aigrette, inspired by the name of Nader, the Persian expansionist king. An aigrette on the crown-like hat of Abbas Mirzas, courageous crown prince of Fath Ali Shah who never came to power. Weapons, quivers, swords, shields,